Hello YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of Supreme Lord 2020 as Italy in the Blitzkrieg Scenario. Last up we just saw Germany declare war on Russia, and it does look like the Germans might gain a lot of territory, but whether or not the Russians might try to hold out or is something to kind of wait and see to see if that would happen. And it does look like the Russians are fighting back, but considering our relations, we will only ask to see a full line of sight, transit, and so on and so forth, but that's probably about it. And a non-aggression pact. I will not ask for a formal alliance or missile defense or anything like that, just this much. Just to see what is going on in Russia itself. It may not be good relations for anybody else since we're going to be in this sort of an agreements with Russia, but it's the way we're gonna do right now. And there's a slight lag. Alright, what's going on? Well, the Russians are actually holding up pretty well, despite the fact they're taking a lot of casualties. Well, most of the units are getting more damage than necessary. There's a lot of skirmishing going on over here. The Russian Navy of the Black Sea. Not a lot of change. Of course, there's some Turkish ships here, so you never know if Turkey would declare war on Russia at any moment. But that is if Turkey would conquer Armenia and the Georgian Republic first. So that remains to be seen. And down here, meanwhile, the Israelis have done some pretty good progress, but looks like they've now stalled in any hope of driving the Turks out. Meanwhile, Lebanon is under a bit of a trouble right now. Oh yeah, looks like Israel's also at war with Iraq as well. Just don't see the point. Iran's multi-front war with Iraq especially. That's one thing to think about, and of course our economy is going down due to the amount of spending and building we're doing. So our taxes may, for the short term, our taxes are going to be increased a bit, but that's only for the short term. Now as for certain African nations, such as Nigeria, Conto de Ivore, Mali, and Niger are not following yet. Same with Central Africa, who are somewhat fighting back, barely. The Congo is another. South Africa, don't see why they're not making any progress. Oh yeah, our own territory with the border with this nation. Of course, we also have a few other stuff as well that are beyond our reach at the moment. Now, what else is going on? Sudan is at war with Central Africa, Egypt, of course with Egypt, Nigeria, South Africa, and Tanzania. Alright. Now, as for... okay, hold on a minute. Germany declare war, anybody else? No, it does not look like it. Although Latvia is in trouble, as it seems like. So Latvia, Norway, Russia, UK, that's about it. Now, speaking of China, okay, so the alliance between, so it seems like the alliance, wait, were there allies from the beginning? I forgot. I completely forgot. But looks like Russia and China are at war. Oh wait, never mind. I was mistaken. Now I remember. China is allied with Germany, but not Russia. So yeah, war between Russia and China again, huh? Who will win this? Who knows? As for the Korean War, meanwhile, looks like the South Koreans are not making some progress for some reason against Pyongyang, North Korea's capital. And more deals with this time Portugal. Okay, you're willing to give me this amount of money, but you're not requesting anything. Okay, that's surprisingly generous. Oh yeah, Vietnam. Oh boy. Myanmar is almost gonna be falling soon. Possibly. Bangladesh, meanwhile, seems to have grown in size, actually. Well, that's a first. Seems like India is actually gonna be in much bigger trouble, especially with China bearing down on them. Lots of supposed territorial gains, but doesn't really look like a territorial gain at all. Nepal's also at war with India. It's okay. Pakistan, should I even bother explaining what's going on there? Indonesia. It's interesting that they're not going to be declaring war on Greater Malaysia, but it's not going to happen. Now for the Republic of China, no landings, nothing. Yeah. Chinese occupation of the Philippines. I will not be surprised if this territory will be under Chinese control, whereas the rest will be under Vietnamese. But it does look like a few Japanese ships managed to reach all the way up here, but landings is probably not the option at the moment. Anywhere else? Probably not. With Mexico, meanwhile, it doesn't look like they're going to make any progress against Guatemala or Nicaragua. South America, meanwhile, Uruguay, they may have lost a lot of territory, but they're holding out. Brazil somehow probably attempted to just speed right through into Argentina's territory, but that didn't go well. Alright, better remove all these messages and just wait and see if the Germans would try to declare war. Or we, if we have no choice, if the Russians are clearly having a lot bigger problems than necessary. Still, they do have a lot of tanks, a lot of garrisons, and infantry and recon units. But whether or not the Germans could actually try and push through the Russians, well, you never know. Oh. You are at war with South Africa, so I guess I'll accept the offer and give you some military goods. More facilities are done, particularly the oil derricks that are currently built right out here. Although here it does look like the supplies are a bit low. Well, I have built way too many stuff, but hopefully in the long run they might be able to provide enough supplies. But I will right now build a supply depot somewhere around here. Probably here will do. Anywhere else? Near the capital is one thing. The forts that I've built on the roads, that's another. Yes, more fortifications are done. 90 days of industrial goods. I'll accept that. Okay, several Pumas, which are going to have to be reserved to one of the potential war fronts. I think I'll start with Varys. Varys? Yeah. Got some aircraft here that just gonna sit there. Strange that Spain has yet to declare war yet on the Germans, as the only border is right at Bayonne. Majority of their navy and army, they're all just gonna stand by, and along with their single carrier that they have. Only one carrier? Yeah, it does look like they have one. Oh. Well, what's Spain doing? A lot of these LSTs and transports are loaded up. I guess they're gonna... okay, I don't know why the Germans have shut these down, but... okay. And there goes another German ship. The rest of the British, meanwhile, are just gonna be stuck here, thanks to the mod's odd decision to make this bridge here inaccessible. Same thing with this as well, if I recall. So that's a bit of a waste. Yeah, it does look like the Germans are gonna have a slight problem against the Russians, though. At any rate, domestic prices, fine. Airfield, fortification, which is over here. Another fortification, that's over here, which is done. And it's probably about it until those supply depots are finished. Which is pretty soon, though. Around 3 days, or 4 days, depending. Okay, this airfield will be done in very soon. Yep, the airfield's done. All that's left are the supply depots and the other buildings that are still not finished. At least for the most part. Now, what exactly could be used here? What resources there are is, let's see, agriculture, not much. Water, very little. Timber, not as much as here, but it's okay, I guess. No fuel, no oil, of course. No coal, no metal ore, uranium, none. Power, and that's about it. Speaking of uranium, the majority of the deposits were under German control, of course. And of course, we only have a little bit right over here. Just these 4 mines, and that's it. Metal ore, on the other hand, we do have plenty, including on the island over here, Sicily, and the mainland, yeah, the main Italian peninsula as well. But I'm not going to build a yet. Right, more and more facilities are done. Okay, the Germans have attempted to break through, it seems, but why are they not attacking Kursk? I really have no idea. No. No, you are on your own. We're not allies. We're not in a trade. We're not in any trade agreements, are we? Nope. We're not in any trade agreements, so screw you. South Africa. What's our relations? Very bad. No. Our economy has plummeted. Reduced as much as I can. Of course, I will have to balance everything out. Well, again. 36%. Before I make that 35%, make taxes 40-ish%. Hopefully balance it out. At least I hope so. Oh, come on, Israel. Really? You ran out of fuel. You ran out of oil. What else did they run out? Consumer, industrial, military. Okay, military goods. I think I'll give 96 daily for 30 days. And I'll just supply them whatever I can. Timber as well. This doesn't really help with the majority Israeli army being in the home territory. Egypt, huh? We're feeling concerned. They are indifferent with us. But what's our casus belli? 30%, well, they have 75%. Okay, the ore mines here are finished. Okay, Myanmar is giving me that amount of money for some odd reason. Except I guess we could use the money at the moment. Anyway, these agriculture facilities are almost done. 4 more days. Timber mills, 3 more days, it seems. Got a lot of these tanks that are just sitting here, which means I gotta find some transport ships. I could just look all the way down here and figure out where they are deployed. Nah, not this type. Sangryogyo. I think I'll bring... Hold on a minute. All the deployed ones. No, that's all the way out here. This is all the way out in the Pacific. This one is also in the Pacific. And some other ships are out here for some reason, which I don't see the point, so they gotta get reserved immediately. Yeah, I don't get it. So with that, I gotta try again to see if I can find where the ships I want are currently just sitting around. If I could just take a look at what? Industrial goods, thank you. Timber mills are finally finished. Gotta remove all these messages fast. Now where... Okay. Okay, that's over here. Let's try again to see if I could find... Well, I have this transport, but where was that other transport that I had? It's a bit odd. Okay, it just keeps on... Now you're finally deployed. Now can you please move to here? More facilities are done, mostly timber mills. Shortages of consumer goods, I think I get it already. Industrial goods, that's a bit of a problem right now. Consumer goods, somehow we lost a lot of stuff. Still got the field, and what? Fine. Strangely generous. And somehow a lot of our stuff is also in the negative as well. Right. Offering what? $25 billion? How much do they have in their treasury? 100 billion. Okay, thank you, I guess. Now, where is that ship? Here it is. Slowly making its way to Malta. Once again, the Israelis are not doing well. The Turks are not doing any progress against Armenia or Georgia republics, so that's a plus. Okay. The Germans are making unusual advances. Even though Latvia has yet to fall, same with Belarus. But yeah. Okay, the ship's getting closer. Best to check on Vietnam. Well, does look like they've been pushed back by Myanmar, so they have yet to capture the capital. But they have made some research breakthrough, it seems. Analog fly-by-wire systems. Huh. Let's see. China, of course. Okay, more offer? And now several waterworks are finished. Hopefully we might be able to get it back on track on all the stuff that we have to deal with. Consumer goods is right now the #1 issue, it seems. Industrial, on the other hand, it's somewhat of a problem. Well, I guess I could try there, put more facilities somewhere. Where exactly? A major city or town would be nice. But here would be nice as well, just to fill these out. So that's probably what I'll do. Military goods, it's fine as it is, as long as hope to stock up on our munitions, so to speak. Okay, load onto the transport. That is, if the transport would actually move a little closer. Alright, see if they can unload there. Oh, I have another transport here, so I'll send them out. Get these guys out of Valletta. Okay, you guys are gonna head to the capital. Okay, I don't know if it's even possible to load onto these transports though. Yeah, these are not the transport types for loading up, so they're going to be reserved there. And see if I could find another transport type that could be useful, but that depends on their location though. Okay, that's one type. This one's all the way out here though. Yeah, it's gonna be a long journey. But I suppose it might be worth it to get this transport back. And by having him reach all the way up here, it's gonna be a long journey. Another facility has been done. Gas field. All the problems we have, and of course Israel once again with wanting to have some resources for their war effort, it seems, or for their people actually. The Israelis never seem to have any luck, no matter what mod or updates, whichever you want to choose. And it does look like the Russians are going to take a lot of casualties, but seems like the Germans might have made some mistakes though. Okay, Bangladesh and China are growing in size. The war between South and North Korea has stalled again. Wait, who are the North Koreans at war with? Let's see, Afghanistan, Azerbaijan, Bangladesh, Greater Malaysia, India, Indonesia, Japan, Nepal, Pakistan, Republic of China, South Korea, Tajikistan, Territorial. Alright, so we're gonna have to wait and see if the North Koreans will fall. But that leaves me a question. Would Japan gain this part under their control? It's possible. It is possible, depending on if maybe a still strong military presence or so. I don't know. Pakistan, I'll accept our relations with. I did it again, didn't I? I clicked too quickly and I deleted a message from a nation for some offer. Yay! Okay, so, oh yeah, Russia's war against Uzbekistan and Tajikistan as well, along with China, that these two nations are at war with. And it does look like there is actually a bit of a skirmish over here. Although Uzbekistan and Tajikistan are not going to fall yet. Not that easily, to be honest. But our relations are not that good. Same with Turkmenistan. Everywhere else as well, our relations are not exactly the great. Still, we just gotta keep building up. Keep building up as much as we can. And to see if it's possible to make some possible alliances as best as we could as well. More stuff that they are willing to pay. More oil gas fields are done. Well, this patch is not gonna get filled with supplies for some reason. These will be done eventually. This supply depot is not going to be done for another 53 days. Let's see if I could just get these guys to reserve there, actually. All these town forts, if you want to call, are ready. I have a few other stuff that are still in the construction. Most of my ships. Currently, I don't think there's any point for the ships to be deployed yet. Not to mention, if I gotta take a look here, I'm gonna keep it at low. Keep on guarded as well. You never know. You never know. And maybe put low, but maybe not. Okay, another facility's done. Waterworks that are over here, so the others might be finished very soon. Now, where's my transport? What? Okay. Seriously, turn around. Great. Okay, first go back here, then take the long journey, but this time go toward the Suez Canal. Oh wait, I forgot, we don't have a treaty with Egypt. Yeah. On second thought, yeah, just go the route you wanted to go, since we don't have a treaty with them. We just have to make do with Spain, and of course the UK and Gibraltar. Let's see, Morocco, we don't have very good relations, of course. Which I still don't understand why. What has made Italy so hated? I have no idea. Nigeria is still gonna be strong, it seems. Congo Democratic Republic's at war with Nigeria, but how long will that last is gonna be something to remain to be seen. Angola, Rhodesia, Kenya, Tanzania, Sudan. Okay, go back to the war conflict over here. I really don't get what exactly the Germans are doing. I'm gonna only take a guess they're trying to just blitz right through towards Moscow, I guess, but the way things are going, that's not gonna be happening anytime soon, and they have a massive debt right now. $1 billion trillion? It's quite a lot. Population is going down, I guess casualty rates just came a bit overwhelming. Hydroponics are done. Alright, let's take a look at our trades. Yes, coal. I kind of forgot about that. There are good deposits, but I might have to focus probably around the first few, probably around here next to the village of Rivoli. So that's one group. Probably put 2 more near Cuneo. That's another time. Okay. Got consumer goods here that's building up rather slowly. All these tanks, that would be nice to send to the front lines if need be, but they're just going to be stuck there. Oil derricks, another 39 to 38 days before they're done. Same with this, which is actually only about 25 days, actually. So that leaves, if I could just take a look at the petroleum tab to see where else we could drill for oil. Well, we could try, maybe not completely fill out, but close enough at these derricks. Not to mention, it was a slight worrying that the Germans would easily take them over. So, but that's probably after some of the oil derricks that we are already building will be finished, and then we might build up more. So that's probably one thing to plan out, I guess. Still, there's nothing for the British to do, considering they cannot even cross this bridge, and even if they can, it's damaged. I mean, there's really no way for that to be repaired, as it's not in anybody's control right now. These are inactive, same with these for some reason. But with all these transports being loaded up, some being loaded up, it does look like the Spanish are preparing for war, but I could be wrong on that notion. You just gotta wait and wait. I'm not so sure about Tunisia though. Will they really try to declare war? I don't know. If they do, I guess we'll try and do our own small expansion, I guess, into Africa for the first time. Where to land though? Maybe this village primarily to land here. Keep sending troops over, then maybe here if we want to, but I don't know. Change in UN subsidy rate by 2%, huh? Treaty integrity is only 29%. Oh well. Anyway, I want to end right here. So once again, apologies that it's kind of getting boring, as we have not been in any conflict yet, but if I reserve everybody, then maybe Germany or somebody might dare declare war. But currently, I don't think we're ready yet. We're definitely not ready. but at least you get to see that no nations have fallen yet. But it does look like the war between Germany and Russia is gonna take a while. Doesn't really help when the Russians are holding out over here, with the Germans just not attempting flanking for some reason. Who knows, but hope you enjoyed this and see you again in the next episode.